Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Autodesk Fusion 360 for beginners. And in this lesson, we're going to design a chair. And this will be our weekly exercise because we are going to apply many features that we've learned so far. And also, we're going to apply a new one, which is mirror. So to start, we'll start as usual by setting the type of design that we want. In this case, we'll start by choosing hybrid design and then create new. So now we just need to set the view. In this case, we'll be choosing front view and then we'll go to the toolbar and we'll select create a sketch and then we'll set this view. So to start with our model, we'll go to the toolbar and we'll set line tool and then we'll start in the origin and we'll click it and then we'll move upwards as for example 70 and then we will click OK. Now we'll be using line tool again and we'll start in the origin and we'll go to the right and we'll set for example as 65 and then we'll click OK. Now to continue we'll be using line tool again and we'll start by our hand point and we'll go upwards as 15 and then we'll click OK and we'll activate line tool again and we'll go to the left as for example 50 and then we'll click OK. And to continue we'll be using line tool again and we'll click in this hand point and we'll go upwards and then just need to align it with this point in this case and you'll see that a line will appear. In this one they are aligned now and then we'll go to that point and we can close it. And to continue we'll be using line tool again in this case and we'll start by setting a random point, for example here, and we'll go downwards for example and then we can click it and then we'll go to the right as 10 in this case and then we'll click OK and we'll go upwards and then we can click OK and then we'll go to the left as for example 40 or we can decrease it a little bit as 35 or even 30 in this case. Okay, and then we'll click OK and we'll be using line tool again and we'll click in this endpoint and we'll go downwards and we just need to align with this point in this case. So you'll see that they are aligned now and then we can click it once and we'll go to the right as 10 and then we'll click OK and we'll be using line tool again and we'll click in this point and we'll go upwards and we just need to align with this point in this case and we'll click it and we'll go to the left and then you'll see that it's closed and then we can finish the sketch. Now let's start extruding. So we'll go to the toolbar and we'll select extrude. Now we just need to select this part and we can move it slightly to the right as 50 millimeters and then we can click OK and we'll see that our sketch has vanished. So we'll go to our browser and we'll scroll until we find sketches and we'll expand it and then we'll unhide our sketch. So now we'll go to the toolbar again and we'll select extrude. Now we just need to select those parts which we want to extrude. In this case we'll move this arrow to the left as -10 in this case, or you can click it manually and then we'll click OK and we'll go to the toolbar again and we select extrude and now we just need to select this part And also we'll go to our extrude information, and the start point we'll set to object, and now we just need to select the object in this case, and we'll select this part as the object. Okay, now we can move it to the right, as for example 10 minus 10 in this case, and then we'll click OK. So that's it. Now we want to apply fillet in this part, so we'll go to the toolbar and we'll select fillet, and then we'll click at this part, and then we can write, for example, in our keyword is 15, and then we'll click OK. And now we'll go again in the toolbar and set fillet, and now we just need to select this part and set, for example, 5, and then we'll click OK. And we'll go to our toolbar again and we'll select fillet. Now we just need to apply in these corners, so we'll select it, and also the another one we'll select it, and then we can click in our keyword as 5, and then we'll click OK. So that's it for today's lesson. Now we just need to hide our sketch in our browser. In this case, we can hide it, but let's say that you have a friend and he wants to sit, so we're not going to build another chair. In this case, we're going to just take one and give it to him. So in this case, we'll be using mirror to do this action, but first we need to create an offset plane. So we'll go to the toolbar and we'll select construct, and we'll select offset plane, and now we just need to select one of the planes, and for this one we'll select this plane, and then we can move it slightly to the right, as for example 80, or you can click it manually 80, and then we'll click OK. Now we'll go to the toolbar and we'll click create. We'll scroll down until we find mirror, and then we'll click it, and then now we just need to set the object which we want to mirror. In this case, we use mirror when we want to duplicate. So we'll select this part and also this part of the object, and then we'll go to the mirror plane and we'll select it, and then we just need to select that offset plane that we've created, and you'll see that another chair will be generated, and then we can click OK. You'll see that now we've got 2 chairs, and we can hide this construction line to see our 2 chairs. So those are there in this case. So thank you all for being here until now, and I hope to see you all in the next lesson. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any upcoming class. Thank you all, and peace.